Welcome to Between the Reads, where we shine a spotlight on some of the most talented Black authors in the industry to discuss their works of fiction and the inspirations behind them. Each episode will dive into the rich and diverse world of literature, exploring everything from historical fiction to romance and speculative fiction to YA and beyond. Tune in as we celebrate the voices of Black authors and the power of storytelling. Are you ready, Booze and Bros? Then sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Hey, everybody, welcome! It is not the last day of February today, but by the time you hear this, it will be the last day of February. February is gone. Bye, gone. And this is Rants and Rambles with my girl, Chelsea.
Hey! We made
written
it.
in melanin, CM Lockhart of We Are the Origin, which is right there behind her.
Hey.
And so much other shit. I don't know. Melanin Library, everything.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I be on the internet, y'all.
She be on the
hustling.
internet. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched the last episode, I mean, I'll be putting all her shit in the description box anyway. So, you know, I'm here with my right eye tearing and all, so I'm sorry, but I keep rubbing my eye. I don't know what is going on. My eye is crazy. But Rants and Rambles, we talk about any and everything. We try to keep it to an hour because we know folks' attention spans be like short. But any and everything that's on our minds. Yep. I told you stop playing with that damn
It's not gonna happen.
Okay. She keep playing with these wigs, y'all. She won't leave it alone. I told her to leave that shit be, and she keeps messing with it.
Look, there are some girlies out there who are wig people. They got it down to a science. She is not this one, okay? I see it, and I'm just like, why is this like this? I don't wear wigs like that, except when I have to be on the internet in, like, visual format, because... Look, I'll be real with you. Like, the reason I did an extra 10 minutes is because I was like, oh, snap. I was over here working on my YouTube video in my pajamas, looking like I rolled out of bed. And you was like, yeah. And I was like, ooh, let me go act like I got some civilization in me somewhere and get dressed. Otherwise, it was going to be ridiculous. No one needs to see me like that except for Ben. And he loves me.
This seems to happen with you every time. The last time we did this, you were like, oh, I'm asleep. Let me get up.
Ma'am, we just talked about this. I be working. I be hustling. I be tired. Like, I'm not popping up out of bed like, oh, yay, it's a sunshiny day. Like, no. I got up, I brushed my teeth, I fed myself. Those are wins, because sometimes I don't even do that.
They are wins. What the hell is this sticking out? Oh, that's a... I'm like, what is... I thought like a snake or something was coming down trying to attack me.
You were awfully calm for that to be a snake.
I mean, you know, I know it's not a snake because there ain't no snakes in his house. But, you know, at the same time, I'm like, what is this lip coming down out of my... Anyway. This is what we do. This is what we do.
So,
I guess I'll sort of start seriously. Okay. I'm going to get your advice on this, get your thoughts on this. So I was listening to a podcast by D.L. White, one of our favorite people.
Okay, let's go, D.L.
D.L., yes, her bookcast. And she was talking about question the process. Mm-hmm. And she said that she was not going to do things that no longer served her.
Amen.
And that didn't bring her joy.
Yes.
So that meant like email lists and, you know, things like that. She went through some of the things that she's just not going to do anymore because she's just like, she doesn't get anything out of it. It doesn't benefit, you know, her career. It doesn't benefit her, you know. And I felt that because you and I as creators know that we do a lot of stuff to try and really get the word out about our platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But do some of these things really serve us? Like, I have emails that I'll send out sometimes, like for the blogs that I have. But when I look at the, you know, because I use MailerLite, and you can go in and you can see who's clicked on it, who's opened the email, who's clicked through to the actual blog post.
Yeah.
And for most that I try not to even look at them anymore. I don't even look at them anymore when I send out stuff. because it's discouraging. Because you see people see the email, most of them don't even open it. I have one or two that maybe open it, and then of those one or two, none of them click through to actually read the blog post. So I've just gotten to the point where I like writing blog posts about things, so I will write the blog post. I will post on the internet that the blog post is there, but as far as going through trying to do an email about it, I'm not going to do it anymore. And at some point, I may even stop doing blogs. I don't know, because I do all this work, and nobody reads it.
I feel you. I really do. Now, ma'am, this is Rants and Rambles, so be prepared for the rant that comes with this. But
look, I'm wearing the shirt just for you. It says, I said what I said.
Hey, let's go. I need to get better shirts. You were going to make me up my t-shirt game, but
you know how I am with the t-shirts.
I'm going to start asking for links, so let me do my little anime eyeglasses. Now,
Go ahead, not. It's like, we get
okay.
Get ready to get into some bullshit, y'all. Here we go.
I have been a huge fan of Marie Kondo ever since I figured out who she was. And mind you, I have not read her book. I don't even know who the woman is. But I remember being on the internet and somebody was like, Marie Kondo has this whole thing of, if it does not bring you joy, get rid of it. I think it was like a clip or like somebody made a gift of it.
She does this decluttering. She helps people declutter their houses.
Right. I ain't never watched it. I don't know nothing about the woman. All I know is that she said, if it does not bring you joy, get rid of it. Like, what is this? What is it serving? I know that's supposed to like declutter your house, but the whole thing was like, you touch it, and if it doesn't bring you joy, you get rid of it. And I was just like, lay hands, bring me joy. If it doesn't, get rid of it. Okay, this makes perfect sense to me. And my mom cracks me up because I apply this to every aspect of my life, including people. Like, if you don't bring joy to my life, I'm gonna need you to go. I'm gonna need you to exit stage left. This is no longer your part of the play, okay? And I do that with everything. And
don't let
I remember
Chelsea touch you, y'all. She touch you and don't feel no joy. You out of here.
Out, okay? 3 strikes, bruh. Ejected from the game. She does not have time, okay? I don't have time for people who are not bringing joy, who are not adding. I was listening to this song. It's called "Better" by Erica Mason, and like one of the first bars of the song that she opens up with is like, if you are not adding to the plate, then homie, you can't eat. And that's how I feel, okay? If you are not adding, then you cannot take from what I am giving, okay? No thank you, move on, right? There are plenty of people out there who can give you what you are looking for. If I am not that person, if you cannot give me what I need, that's fine, that's great, that's perfect, lovely, still love you as a human being, just not in my sphere. Like, in my stratosphere is like 30 miles wide. I'm gonna need you to at least be 31 miles out, okay? That's just how I feel. But I say all that to say that I absolutely support this idea of, if it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. Because listen, when I was doing all this research, right, for how to be an author, how to get your stuff out there, what you need to do, everybody's like, you need a Facebook page and you need a newsletter list. And I'm gonna be real with you. If you are 45 and that's your bag, go for it.
Right.
Go for it, right? If that's what you're comfortable with. But that's not me. That's not who I am. I hate Facebook. The minute they was like, you need to make a Facebook page, I was like, you lie. I don't need that. Don't need it. I deleted my account on purpose. That was not an accident. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And then they were like, you did a newsletter list. And I was like, why? I don't even check my emails. Why am I going to send them to other people? That's so confusing to me.
Yes.
And and the thing is, I was like looking for advice. Like, surely there's some other advice out here. Surely there's another way to do this or whatever. And then people were like, I hate doing this. I was like, wait a second, let's pause here. If you hate doing newsletter lists and they're a lot of work and you don't want to do them, why are we doing them? Because like you said, when you check the analytics, and this is a thing that I don't think people realize, not even, I'm not gonna say they don't realize, I'm saying they don't care. It's just kind of like the people who send you the email they know if you've read the email. They know if you've even opened the email or if you've clicked on it. Like, we can see those numbers. Mm-hmm. At this point, with all like the privacy acts and laws, you can't see exactly who, like, which email opened it and clicked on it, yada, yada, yada. You don't get that level of detail. But it's just like, if I got 1,000 subscribers and only 10 people opened it, like, bruh, what am I sending this email for? It's pointless. So yeah, I am 100% a supporter of do what brings you joy, because like, I used to try to do everything because, not to make this about me, but it's just like, I do have like the Melanin Library and then the Written in Melanin, which are separate brands. Like, the Melanin Library is underneath Written in Melanin, which is my actual LLC, but they serve different purposes. And then I also have my own writing, and then I have a podcast, and then I have a YouTube channel, and then I have multiple websites, and then I have books, and then, you know, there's things that I'm doing with other people where it's just...
She had to mute the microphone so she could cough.
Look, I'm trying to make this audio editing better for you, okay? But the point is, like, that I was doing so much, and each of those things had its own separate social media. So I had 3 accounts for literally everything that I was doing. So I ended up with like 9-10 accounts that I was trying to manage by myself, plus a newsletter list. And that's just like, that's not realistic. That's not reasonable. So it's just like, I was immediately, y'all know this. Audra knows this about me. She could probably tell you what I'm about to say. I hate Instagram. I don't like going on there. I don't like dealing with it. I don't like scrolling through it. Because you know what upsets me, Audra? Why can you not pause a reel? When you tap it, it mutes it. I want to watch it. I want to pause it. I want to read what's on screen. Why are you doing this? What? This is basic functionality.
You can hold your finger on it and it will freeze it.
You know what I also don't like?
That's what a pause is.
You know what? No. Because how am I supposed to hold my finger on it and take a screenshot at the same time? That doesn't work. I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it. And then let's not even talk about how lives don't play in the background so you can do other things on your phone. They expect you to sit there and watch an hour-long live and do nothing else on your phone. Are you kidding me? I don't even watch TV like that. Like,
can y'all tell she doesn't like Instagram?
Oh, okay. Getting off that.
The way she feels about Instagram is the way I feel about Twitter, which she loves.
I mean, I vibe with Twitter because Twitter, like, I've always had Twitter. I had Twitter, like, the first year that it came out. And it makes sense to me. And I have such random thoughts. It's like a shot into the ether. I can vibe with that, you know? But images, you want pictures? Like I just said when we started this, I do not look like this all the time. I don't. What you taking pictures of? Like, I'm writing. I'm working. Like, can you imagine if your mom had taken her phone, if she had a phone in the back of the day and she had to take a picture every day she was at work? Like, oh yeah, I'm at my desk. Oh yeah, I'm eating lunch. Oh yeah, I'm going to the copier. Like, no, I ain't got nothing to tell you. I'm working. What you want to know? What you want to see?
And anyway. Yet, I love Instagram. But yeah,
I vibe with you. Do what makes you happy. But other to say that give up the things that don't make you happy, that don't serve you, because giving up Instagram, honestly, I've sold more books focusing on the stuff that I actually want to do, like TikTok and Twitter and my newsletter, instead of trying to make myself do Instagram because that's the like current vibe, the current, if you're an author, you need an Instagram account. I have an account, so ain't nobody taking my username.
Right.
I do believe in that.
Right.
But am I there? No, I'm a ghost. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all about what serves you. Because for me, you know, I have a Facebook account because I have 2 pages. I have my normal page that I used to be on Facebook all the time until I got onto Instagram. But then I have, whenever I post an episode of Between the Reads, when I post, it goes Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. In that order, that's where I post. Mm-hmm. So for me, Facebook works because I actually have, for my Between the Reads page on Facebook, I have like 300 some odd followers that, you know, and not all of them interact with each post that I do, but there's 300 followers. Mm-hmm. You know, with Instagram, obviously, with Between the Reads, I have the most. I have almost like 2,800 followers now. But ask me how many of those actually interact with the content. There's probably a solid 15 or 20 that always interact with me, and I appreciate them very much. Mm-hmm. But it's like you said, it's like I have a Twitter account because I know there are people on Twitter, and because that's another space. Really, I'm trying to be more interactive with Twitter, but really I'm on Twitter's on Tuesdays to just let people know about the episode. I try to interact more now, to comment on things, but I told you this shit be confusing me because it's like somebody responds to you, and then I have to figure out where the hell the original, like, what are you responding to? What is the original post? What are you talking about now?
But see, Twitter is like the original place for subtweeting. So that happens a lot, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to teach you one day how to use Twitter. I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't even know if it's a point because it's dying at this point. So we might all be migrating to a different social media platform, but I like Twitter because it's just words. I can do words all day, every day. whenever, whatever, right? And then like I could post a screenshot and be like, hey, I'm writing, and then like move on, right? But like Instagram wants you to be your best self all the time, and I'm like, my best self is my worst self, and that is the truth, okay? Like, if I'm being my best self, I'm being so fake, and I don't like it. I don't like putting on a facade. And with Instagram, the other thing that I didn't really like, because Instagram feels so like topical and surface level and like this is your best self, it doesn't feel genuine. So for me, I never got to that aspect of Instagram where I was just like, I can make genuine connections. And I felt like I was always in like marketing mode, and people who use Instagram are always in marketing mode. So I felt really awkward talking about my books and stuff, because it's like, I'm not trying to sell you my books. I'm just telling you like, this is my life. My life is writing. My life is this process, you know? And like you said, I would have followers, but nobody would like engage. And I was just like, y'all some fake ones. I ain't got time for that. Like, going back to the beginning, Marie Kondo. If you're not bringing me joy, I'm gonna need you to exit stage left. You know?
And Instagram is, I will give you that. Instagram can be like that. You know, it's, I mean, for me, what you see is what you get. You know, I mean, I get cute every day. I put my lipstick on because I want to. Because especially now that I'm losing weight, you know, I'm just like, hey. You know? But but you know, as far as like not being on every single platform, if you don't want to, you have to do what works for you. You have to do what works for your audience. You have to do the things that make what you do joyful. And when DL had that episode, I was just like, because like with Read It Black to me, it's this whole website I have. It's an extension of Between the Reads. And, you know, I would always do these author interviews, but like getting people to respond to I'd ask them if they want to be, oh, yes, absolutely. And then like I send them the questions. And I understand people are busy. I get it. But like some authors took like 2 or 3 months, to the point where I was like, hey, are you still interested in doing this? They're like, oh yeah, can you resend the questions? No. I get that you're busy, but I'm busy too. And when you're saying, oh yeah, I forgot, resend me the questions, that's like so disrespectful to me.
In my time.
When I'm trying to, I mean, yeah, I understand that my platform isn't huge, but exposure is exposure. And if somebody goes and types in your name on the internet, it's likely that this interview will come up and people can learn more about you and about your book. But I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking of changing what the Read It Black to Me blog is. Like, whether I'm just going to blog about books on my own, maybe keep some of the interviews if people are interested in having an interview on there, but just changing the feel of the blog because nobody's really reading it.
I feel you.
You know?
I feel like so much of being on the internet is being able to adapt and to change to what you're doing. And you look, Audra, we've talked about this at length off screen. You know how I feel about working with other people at this point, because like you said, the disrespect is so real. And I'm just like, y'all got me all types of messed up. Okay. I'm a millennial woman. I will 100% stop talking to you because you thought you thought I needed you. I did not. In fact, actually, I do this for fun. You're not running me no check. Ma'am, I wish you would get back to me 3 months later and be like, oh, can I? Nope. Opportunity has passed, okay? I don't know where y'all went to school, but at HBCU, they teach you to be ready for your opportunity when it comes knocking, okay? And it's not gonna knock twice. And I'm so sorry that you missed your opportunity, but you sat there and didn't open the door and talk about, I'm coming. Okay, well, I'd have moved on to the next door, honey. Like, no, we not, And so, for the podcast, for the blog, for the YouTube channel, there are certain people who like reach out to me and they're like, hey, can I come on? And there are other people that I'm like, no, because I'm just kind of like, if you can't be bothered to spare 45 minutes to an hour of your day to listen to the content that I create before asking me to create content for you, and you want me to do it for free, bruh, I'm sorry. You misunderstood what this was, because I do this for fun. Okay. And if I have to do it for work because I said I would, it's no longer fun, which means I'm not going to do it. Right. So run me money or run me some of your time. But either way, don't ask me to do something for you and you can't do either. What?
You know, and you know, you try and stay positive in these spaces.
You say positive. Let's be clear here. I'm quite the negative Nancy, actually.
Okay, well, I try to stay positive in these spaces. You know, I try to just, because I really do enjoy what I do. But like I said, I have to find a balance there, because when I'm putting my heart and soul into writing, you know, blog posts only for people to not read them, it's like, you know, but then that little voice always says, do it because you never know who's watching. But it's, at the same time, like I said, I'm thinking of restructuring the whole Black Ink blog on Read It Black to Me. Maybe just posting about books I've read and whether I like them or not. Or, you know, just posting, like I always post pictures of books and then like right next to my lamp and make these really, but you know, you can only see so many of those before that gets boring. So I just have to figure out something else, because like I said, I'm writing these blog posts, and it's like, do I not write the blog posts anymore? Because that's the whole Read It Black to Me website.
I think it depends on what you want to do. And we could talk about this more at length when we're not recording, but you know, I think it really just depends on what you want to do, because like at the end of the day, like you said, you're doing this because you want to do it. So I think if you want to write the blog post, you absolutely should write the blog post. But I also think there's a level of control that you can have, especially if you're doing interviews for other people. You can be like, hey, you have 2 weeks to get this back to me, otherwise you lose your spot, you know? And it's just kind of like, there's a certain level of accountability that has to come with being an author. And I think that's actually going to be my next rant. It's just like, I really wish that new authors and indie authors, self-published authors especially, understood what it meant to be a professional and to run a business before they started reaching out for opportunities. Because the thing is, there are going to be people like you and like me and like DL and a lot of YouTubers who are going to invite you on their channel, who are going to invite you on their platforms to speak. But the moment that you decide that you can't be bothered to read an email, you can't be bothered to read all of the instructions, you can't be bothered to listen to their content, you know, you're not making them look bad. You're making yourself look bad, because it's kind of like, if they always have a question that they ask every single person who comes on their platform, you look really, I'm not gonna tell you what you look like, but you look a certain way when you come on that show and you are completely blindsided by that question and you can't answer it and you had no idea what's coming. It tells everyone who listens to that person whether or not they should support you, because they can tell whether or not you actually support the creator that you're asking their audience to turn around and support, if that makes sense. And for me, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older. I'm not the young one on the internet anymore. But it could also just be like one of those things where it's just like, I don't know if it's just like a cultural thing or an environmental thing. But there's a certain part of me that I'm just like, yes, I understand that there's casualness is king in this current era. Like, everybody just kind of wants to be straightforward and say what it is and do what it is. I understand that I'm not into politics, but I am into representing yourself in the best possible way and making a good first impression with people. And it's just like making that distinction between your friend and your colleague, your peer. You know, those are not the same thing. And the way you talk to your friends should not be necessarily be the way that you talk to your colleagues. And it's just like, bruh, pull up just a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I actually I've thought about and putting it behind my paywall of Patreon, doing like a small episodes on this podcast life, because there are things that
we can tell y'all some stories.
And it's just like,
you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
And I'm sorry, y'all, but this episode is called Rants and Rambles because part of me wants people to understand the things that I go through as a podcaster. And yes, some of y'all might be saying, "Well, you're a podcaster, deal with it." I do deal with it. But you know, I need people to understand that though I have an extreme passion for what I do, just like anything else, it has its moments. Like, there is a certain person who always drops in my DMs, and this person does not say hello, does not say good morning, and it's not like I will drop articles in the DMs of my friends, you know, just for them to read or whatever if they feel like it. But I'm not asking them to do anything with it. But this person drops in my DMs and says, please promote. I don't even know her. I've never had a conversation with her. And yet, somehow I have become, and I just ignore them, but somehow I have become this person's publicist. And I'm like, how? What are you doing? When you go into someone's DM that you don't know, and you want them to promote something of yours, first of all, have you listened to my show? Do you follow me?
This is how I know that Audra is so much nicer than me, because she's like, if you come into my DMs, these are the rules. And I'm like, don't come into my DMs. Period. Like, if you want me to do something for you, I'm going to tell you right now. I don't care which platform you are on. I don't care which account you approach me on. Okay? If you DM me and you're like, will you promote my book? The answer is no. The answer is no. You want to know why? Because I know for a fact that you have not clicked on the link in my bio, because it tells you exactly how to contact me for promotion. So right. No, I mean, I don't.
When I go into people's DMs of authors, but I introduce myself. I say, hello, my name is Audra Russell. I have a podcast called Between the Reads.
That's different though.
So, but I'm getting to the point where I'm about to put no DMs in my Instagram bio, because there are more than a few people nowadays who just drop links to their books, drop links to some new post of theirs into my DMs, and I'm like, you at least say good morning. Like, leave me some money on the table before you leave my DMs. Okay? I'm just saying.
Do you get the messages that are like, hi, I talk about home economics, or I talk about building wealth, and I think that I would be a great addition to your podcast? And I'm like, how, Sway? Like, part of me gets interested. I'm like, how? So you talk about business and finance and like 401ks, and you think you'd be a good fit for my podcast where I talk about books and writing? Explain that to me, Sway. Would love to know. Love to know. But no, I leave people on red, or I just delete the request. Like, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I leave it on scene, because most of the time, because I'm just like, I want them to understand that yes, I saw it, but I'm not going to do anything with it, because there is a professional way to promote your book. If you want me to take a look at your book, don't drop me a link in the DM with just a link to your book. You introduce yourself, you say your name. I mean, think of it like this, y'all. I'm surprised that I have to even explain this, but think of it like this. Would you just walk up to someone in the street and just put your book in their hands? No, because that person would probably back away first off, or try and clock you because they think you're trying to like run up on them. You would walk up to them and say, hello, my name is whatever. I wrote this book. I think you'd be interested in reading it. I would love to have an opportunity to be on your show. I heard you're a podcaster, right? That's how you would do it. Think of going into someone's DM that you don't know as a street level interaction.
It's a cold call. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly. It's a cold call. You're going to introduce yourself. You're going to talk a little bit about yourself. You're going to tell me about your book. And you're going to ask to be on the show. The other thing that you need to do is, if you're reaching out to any podcaster, any YouTuber, you need to listen to at least one or two of their episodes before you go and talk to them.
Okay, it's my turn. Because this upsets me on a fundamental level. God, I hate it. Why? You don't even know anything about me. Do you know what that's like? It's like asking to meet a director who you've never seen any of their work. You've never seen a show. You want to meet a famous actress, but you've never seen them act in anything. Okay? Mm-hmm. Why do you want to come on a podcast and you ain't never listened to an episode? You don't know who I am. I could be absolutely batshit crazy. You have no idea because you ain't listened to an episode. You know what my personality is like. I might not like anything, because you know what irritates me, the goodness out of me, is because the goodness.
Is that okay? A word?
I just said it, so it is now, right? But I really dislike it when people are like, will you read my book? Because no, if you have listened to my podcast, if you have listened to my YouTube channel, if you have listened to me on the internet at all before you approach me, y'all know for a fact that I don't read books like that. And when I do, I don't like them. That's why I don't talk about them. So you're really telling on yourself when you reach out to me and you're like, hey, Chelsea, will you read my book? I think you're going to love it. I'm like, ha, you don't know me, because I'm not. Okay? It upsets me. Like, and then when they're like, I I also really dislike it, but you're like, hey, here's my book. Here's the link to go pay for it. Bruh, you're asking me for a favor. You better run me that $5.99 book for free. Otherwise, I'm for sure not going to read it. But then you have the nerve, the gall. Yeah, I literally just said how much I do, right? I got the Melanin Library. I run the socials. I run the newsletter. Excuse me. I'm out here writing 100,000 word books. I'm trying to write short stories. I'm working on my next series. I'm out here trying to teach people how to do stuff. I'm running a podcast and a YouTube channel and a vlog. And I got a whole husband out here on the side. Okay? Like, I ain't got time. Okay? She's really managing all aspects of her life. If you send me your 800-page fantasy behemoth with boiled chicken writing, okay? I'm going to be upset.
With what?
First of all, boiled chicken writing. That is that dry writing that has no seasoning, no flavor, does not immerse you in the world, and then it starts off like they were running through the forest. Why did you think that was going to be interesting to me? Why did you think they were running through the forest was going to make me want to read your book? Okay? Is somebody bleeding? Is someone dying? Are they being chased? Why are they in a forest? What kind of forest is it? Is this a real forest or a fantasy forest? I'm going to need a little bit more detail. I'm a little bit more effort in here before you start trying to get me to read your 800-page book. No. And then I'd be looking on the Amazon, looking sites to see if I'm going to like it, because I'm like, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the book that I am waiting for. This is the chosen one, right? This is the Ash Ketchum of books, right? It never is. It never is. And one thing I will definitely say is that, you know, for all of my flaws, I do have really good discernment of people and books. I can tell from looking at something whether or not I'm going to like it or not. And a lot of the times, no, it's not it.
It's not it.
And it's like, it's not even that I don't want to support you, homie, because I do. But like, can you just take out a paid ad on the Melanin Library? Because I can promote that. But me reading it on my personal time to talk about for free, no. And that's why I have made the executive decision, because I am the executive of my podcast, right? I could be like, I'm not, if you hear any guests on the podcast at this point, it's because I invited them. I read their book and liked it and reached out to them. That's it. That's right. It. I don't want no more strangers in my DMs, because you know what also irritates me is when y'all got these little publicists that y'all pay for 2 hours a month.
She got to pause again for the cough.
Yeah. These publicists that be reaching out, and it's just like, I love that you got a publicist. I love that for you. I do, sweetie. But also, my process means I need to talk to you. Okay? You don't know what to expect because you're not the one getting the email, the long email that's telling you how this is going to work. Because, you know what? Slight rant, and I'm not going to out nobody, but there was somebody who was recently on my podcast, and the email said headphones. You want to know why I say headphones? Because when you're talking and you can hear someone, there's an echo. Okay? Right. I can hear me talking through your mic. Okay? Right. That's not good podcast audio. Okay? That's why I say headphones. You know what I do in my email? I even link you to some headphones that you can purchase for super cheap in case you ain't got none. I don't know why we're in 2023 and we have no headphones, but that's not my problem. I'm just telling you what the stipulations and requirements are. Okay? And then you have the nerve, the gall to show up to my podcast without no headphones. Bruh. Reading is fundamental.
I mean, that's a whole nother subject, you know.
I'm sorry. It gets up under my skin. Like, follow instructions.
That is something else that I have a little bit of a problem with people, you know. But, I mean, let's move on.
I'm sorry. That gets up under my skin. Y'all don't understand how upset it makes me when people ask for opportunity and you give it to them and then they can't be bothered to read the instructions on a box. Like, it's not hard, homie. I need a mic, some headphones. It's to be interesting. That's it. That's all I ask. But either you don't have a mic and headphones or you're boring as hell. And I'm just kind of like, why would you reach out to me and you don't know how to have a conversation? Like, what did you think we was finna do for the next 45 minutes? Like, you think I got 45 minutes of yes and no questions? What is this?
No. Yes. No, I mean, well, how is that even interesting? If I ask you a question, you give me yes or no answers. Who's gonna listen to that?
Or, you know what? My biggest thing is when, like, they come on and you're asking questions and they're like, oh, I can't really talk about that because I don't want to out nobody. You better out somebody, homie. You better drop some names.
You can still talk about it without outing a person. I'm just saying, you can you can leave out the person's name.
Have an opinion.
Have an opinion. You know, come on.
And if you didn't have an opinion, I don't know why you reached out to me, because all I do on my podcast is talk about stuff and people and things that I don't like. So I don't even know why you reached out to me. Like, I tell you what to do and things I don't like. Okay, those are the two things that I do on my podcast. I'm going to tell you how to write and how to publish, because this is what I do. And I'm going to tell you what I don't like in books and what I don't like in stories and why I don't read them. So, if you can't talk about those two things, I don't know why y'all coming to me on my podcast.
Do your research, folks. Do your research. Listen to some episodes. Because it also might be that the platform is really not something you want to align yourself with. It could be a trash platform. The production quality could be horrible. You know, I mean, do you really want to align yourself with that kind of thing?
Also,
come on, just do the research.
Let me be real. If y'all are listening to this and y'all have made this far, I need to be clear about something real quick, okay? Because I joke, I jest, because I know Audra, right? But y'all may not know me. I may be strangers to y'all. Let me be perfectly clear about something, okay? I'm pro-black in everything that I do, okay?
It's pro-black.
Pro-black. Not anti-white. I am pro-black.
Right. There's a difference.
Okay? There's a difference. So if you come on my podcast and you're not pro-black, I'm not airing your episode. If you bamboozle me and I find out that your book is about white people, I'm not airing your podcast. Okay? I'm not airing your episode. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't air your episode. Okay? Don't come out here and be in hoodwinkery. Okay? We're not doing that. Okay? And also, I want to make it clear that the Written Development Podcast talks about being black and an author, okay? So I do talk about those things, but I also talk about the journey of writing. I also talk about simpler things to make your writing easier, your process easier, your journey easier, self-publishing, indie publishing, and some really cool people come on the podcast, and I'm able to talk to them about their journey on both sides of the dividing line of traditional and indie. So I am professional, y'all. Please know that I jest and I hee and I ha.
This is Rants and Rambles. This is what we do on the show. Understand that
I might be strangers
ourselves on our platforms and we conduct ourselves in interviews, it is a different process.
See, this is the difference. Audra is my friend. She is not my colleague. So, be clear.
That distinction. I'm your colleague and your friend.
I mean, honestly, yeah. But if I had to make a distinction, you know, the way that I talk to you is not going to be the way that I'm going to talk to, like, a guest who I ain't never met before.
True. Okay,
so,
I will give you that. I will give you that. So.
I might message you in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and be like, Audra, you up?
And you will get no response because you know I go to bed. Well, actually, I might
be up at 3 a.m.
I might be up, but that's because I'm waking up for the day, not because I've never gone to sleep for the night.
I would be like, I ain't never went to sleep.
So we gonna have two different energies. Hers is gonna be, I ain't been to sleep yet, and I'm going crazy.
And she's gonna be like,
woo!
Audra, wake up, it's a sunshiny day.
Wake up! The early bird gets the worm. So we gonna be on two different frequencies if she texts me at 3 a.m. And I'm gonna be like, Chelsea, go to sleep. And let's recircle back around to this conversation later.
But you be busy during the day, man.
I told you all you have to do is say, hey, I need to talk. And if I'm busy, I will tell you, give me 20 minutes. Give me 30 minutes.
But sometimes stuff be happening in the moment. Like,
just say, look, I need you to take a break right now. And I'm never that pressed that I can't take a break.
I'll keep that in mind. Y'all say this. Y'all heard this on the podcast. I'm recording now.
You heard it. I ain't scared. I said what I said. That's what my shirt says. I said what I said. What the hell is your problem? I ain't scared. Shit. Like, I'm going to be like, oh, I didn't say that. I know that's it. I'm fine.
Okay.
You know, I'm just saying.
You know, I ain't even gonna front. It's me. I'm the problem because I be over here like head to the grindstone, like typing click 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 clackety clackety, and I'm like, oh damn, I do have friends. I should check on them.
But you throw shade at me. I'm the same way. I would just be doing stuff. Now that I have a second podcast, I'll be reading for both podcasts. You know,
see, you be reading books. I want to get back to that life.
Listen. You know, that's just what I do.
I know. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little stressful. So, what you got going on that's positive? What good news you want to share with us?
Ooh, we're switching. Good things.
She said good things.
I'm almost done with my book.
Yeah.
I had to think about that.
That lip smack kills me every time. So you're almost done. So we're still online. We're still in line for August 29th.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
There's actually something that I need to talk to you about after we finish recording. So don't let me forget. But yeah, almost done with the book. These books that you see on screen are the last 7 copies of the limited edition that I'm going to be selling for a good amount of time, because book 2, the pre-order, is going to be coming in the next couple of weeks, and I'm really excited about it. So that's coming. I submitted to an anthology for the first time, so hopefully that's accepted. I'm working on my next series, which I'm really excited about. And that's been so fun. I don't know what my style is, because obviously I write books about Black girls who aren't all that nice or whatever, but I realized that I don't know what it is about me, but I'm just like, I really kind of like violence in my books, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should work this out in therapy. But I personally am a fan of people who deal with their problems head on. Like, okay, if you don't like me, done, gone. We ain't got to worry about you no more. You past tense, right?
Books are therapy, so do it in the books so that you don't end up doing it in real life.
I mean, I don't talk to people in real life because of that exact reason. I'm too cute to go to jail. So cute.
But I don't talk to people in real life. This is why. Because I don't want to kill nobody. I'm going to try to give up my freedom for nobody.
I mind my business, okay? I am the queen of doing that, okay? My lane, I ain't never swerved from it, all right? But, yeah. What other good things have been happening? The YouTube channel is doing really well, so I'm coming up on 850 subscribers. I'm at 820, so that's cool. That's fun.
Yay.
Yeah, and I've been vibing, man. I've been like getting the words in, and that's been super exciting.
You also have a partnership with a bookstore.
I do. Me and Sister Sci-Fi have partnered for the Melanin Library, and so that has happened, and I'm really excited about it. So if you're signed up for the newsletter, I know we joke about it at the beginning of this podcast episode, but the Melanin Library newsletter goes out every 2 weeks. And it's always filled with books by Black authors, because that's like what we do. And lately we've been partnering with Sister Sci-Fi. So if you're looking for some like discount codes or some books that they have in stock, sign up for the Melanin Library newsletter. And we got that. Speaking of the Melanin Library, we have a actual web developer now. So the website has gotten a major update. Yay. On the back end, and I'm looking into bringing some new features to the website, hopefully, and hopefully the Melanin Library will also have an app by the end of the year.
Stop playing. Yay!
Yeah. So,
and she has a wonderful newsletter. I just got a newsletter today in an email, and she had different podcast interviews with authors.
So it's always Black.
I won't say that my podcast didn't make the list, but that's
because I literally talk about your podcast all the time, all the time. Like, I got to give somebody else a chance, Audra. You like that kid in school who always got their hand in the air, and the teacher is like, "Stop raising your hand." Give somebody else a chance to be smart, Audra.
I mean, you had a whole list. You could have included one of my interviews on the list. I mean, I'm just saying,
man. I literally hype you up all the time.
One more on that list wouldn't have hurt. One more on that list wouldn't have hurt. That's all I'm saying. Sister struggling.
I'm just saying. Like, I cover you all the time. All the time.
I know.
I'm just like, go check out Between the Reads. Have y'all seen Between the Reads? Every time you get on Twitter, I'm retweeting you, bruh. Every single time. Every time I see you on Instagram, because I don't go over there, I'm adding you to my stories. Okay? The one time you get on TikTok, I'm reposting and sharing. I'm sharing stuff you don't even know about because you'll never be on TikTok.
I posted a video today on TikTok, ma'am. I was dancing to Bonita Applebaum.
That's a choice.
And I posted yesterday when the episode came out. I posted it on Instagram.
I'm so proud of you. I'm trying. Yeah. My TikTok is so lame right now.
That's a choice. I dance every once in a while to some good music, some old school music.
I say it's a choice because what y'all not gonna do is catch CM Lockhart dancing on these interwebs. Okay, look, I'm gonna have y'all believe it.
Dance?
No, that's not because I can't dance. It's because I live in this realm of she only exists from the chest up. Nobody knows that I have legs, and we're gonna keep it that way.
Well, you could hold it like today was the first full body one I did. Usually I'm holding it so you only get the chest, but I needed people to see my shirt today.
Audra,
So
my phone folds. I can literally just set it on a desk and go record.
Show off.
Anyway, the point is, y'all not gonna know she has legs, okay? We're not doing that.
I mean, we already had that discussion. At one time, she stood up before we were recording for the Melanin chat. I was like, "Oh my God, Chelsea, you have legs!" And she was like, "What's wrong with you? Of course I have legs." And I was like, "Well, I've never seen them." So to me, Chelsea is just this waist up person. Like if we ever meet in person, I'm not going to know what to do. She's going to need to sit down before I can recognize her because
and we've had discussions about how tall I am too. Like
Like I don't get tall girl energy from her when she's sitting down, but apparently Chelsea is quite tall.
I don't know what tall girl energy is,
and I'm quite short. So
yeah. Because if you follow me on Twitter, then you'll know that part of my tall girl energy is I get stressed sometimes and I can't go take a bath like short people can because my legs don't fit.
Her legs don't fit in the bathtub.
Like, the hell am I doing? Just sitting here like a little munchkin. Like, what am I supposed to be soaking? My ass and my ankles? Like, what about my knees? What about my legs? What about my thighs? This whole triangle's out of the water.
You have to slide under, and then you have to sit back up. You got to,
ma'am,
alternate.
Short people
alternate.
I love how you explain that to me like a short person, because if I stretch my legs out, I'm standing up. Okay? How the hell am I supposed to alternate? I cannot unbend my leg.
Slide down in the water, and your legs will just have to be up out the water for a little while. Then how am I supposed to soak my legs, Audra? Then you sit back up and you have the rest of your body out of the water, and then you let your legs soak. You just gonna have to alternate.
See, you at the advanced stages of shortness, because the rest of my body, bruh, I am out here doing a reverse ab crunch in this tub, okay? With my legs all the way straight up in the air if I'm soaking my chest, okay? My legs and my body and my torso are not getting in that tub at the same time. It's not happening, okay? Do you see how long my arm is? My legs are twice that length, Audra. They not getting in no tub. The tub is only 5 feet. I'm 5'8", 5'9" when I sit up straight.
Well,
that ain't happening.
You need to get a customized tub, ma'am.
Okay, run me the money to do that. Run me the check.
I will try. I'll if I ever make it rich.
She said, when I hit the lottery, I got you. Okay. Just like black folk talk about, once I hit the lottery, I got you.
I'm just saying. That's the way it's going to happen right now. At least I'm thinking about you, and if I do win, I'm giving you money to go get your bathtub. Right?
I appreciate that.
I'm just saying.
I appreciate it.
I'm thinking about you. I'm empathizing with you. And then I'm going to go soak in a bathtub. Then I can fit it.
That's cool, because I'm putting my cups on the top shelf and I get them down myself. How about that?
Oh, fuck you. That's not fair. I totally hate you.
I didn't never put that one up.
Oh, Lord.
It's too hot for this, Audrey.
It is. My little fan is working overtime here today. Help it.
I can't even turn my fan on because it'll be so loud.
Because your fan is loud. You need to get a little fan. See,
I don't want no little fan. I'll be hot.
I got this one from Amazon, and it be doing just fine. Sit right there. I got speeds.
No, I got an old fashioned fan that I took from college.
Okay, we need to update you because this one is even a USB fan. Like, it plugs into my little USB port.
This one plug into the wall. But no, we have a nicer fan, but it's in the other room with Ben. Since we moved the office and stuff around, he has the nicer one. We have a Dyson, and it's all quiet and stuff. But
I think y'all need to make a switch.
But no, I mean, he's working. He makes money. I'm just over here giggling.
Okay, then we need to save up and get you. This fan was $20. I'm telling you, it's powerful. It's got 3 settings.
But Audra, the way my computer is set up, I don't have a place to plug in the USB-C because the PC is like over here. So
it's not a USB-C. It's a USB. You get a USB port, so you have multiple ports.
Audra,
what?
I need you to know the USB and the USB Type-C are literally the same thing.
No, USB-C is like that little oval shape. That's what my phone is. My phone is USB-C.
Yeah, but they're all USB ports. So
yeah,
it's just,
but
you have
there's different
USB-A and the USB-C. So
no, ma'am. USB-C on my phone is a little round thing. It's not like this USB on the regular USB plug. They have a different shape altogether.
Okay.
The part that plugs into my phone is USB-C, and then the other part is just a regular USB. This is a regular You know what? Fuck you, Chelsea. Nerves.
I didn't even say nothing.
You don't have to. I know you're just sitting there looking at me like, okay.
I can't stand you. Y'all see how she treat me?
Whatever. Be talking about me needing a step stool to get my stuff.
I mean, some people have life struggles that are different from others. You have to get a step stool to get your cups. I can't get in the tub. Like, we all got different demons.
Cups are on the first level. I can reach the cups, thank you. It's the damn spices and the plates that I can't reach.
So she said, I can drink, but I can't eat nothing. That's what she said. She said, I can have a muffin in a mug, but I'm not having a whole muffin on a plate. That's what she said.
So I have a step stool in my kitchen. I just drag it over and I step up and I get what I need.
Yeah, I ain't never had that problem. I literally went to my aunt's house and my nephew was there. And I was like, what is this for? And I was like, oh, short people. He's little. He needs a step stool to get to the sink in the bathroom. And I was like, why you got a step stool in here, homie? Like, I know you short, but like, we not this short.
You know what?
My aunts are short. They're shorter than they're like 5 foot even, kind of. And I'm just kind of like tiny people.
Yeah, okay, Chelsea.
They're adorable. I love them.
Take your knees and your ankles out. See how cute you think I am then.
Okay. The torso up is still going to be taller than you though, so it's fine.
Whatever. I cannot. I'm going to send a whole bunch of memes. I'm going to tag you in a whole bunch of memes of a short person in the bathtub on Twitter.
I love short people. Some of my favorite people are short. Honestly.
You said really? Like some of your favorite people are black? Is that what we're doing now?
I have nothing against short people. I'm just not one of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I had to ask somebody to get nothing down for me.
Short bias. She's racist against short people.
What?
And I'm her safe short friend to prove that she doesn't have shortism.
I mean, you could just grow a couple of inches and we'd be fine.
Let me put on some heels and do that for you.
Yo, that used to really irritate me though in high school. I ain't even gonna lie. Tall girl problems is like you grow taller than the boys. And then it's just like, I used to really hate it in high school. I had to get over this because I was shortest in high school because I was like, how the fuck you gonna be a damn 5'2" bitch dating this 6'3" basketball player? If you don't move out the way for us tall girls who need somebody with this damn height, you ain't even using it. You don't even come up to his damn hip. Move out the way, bruh.
That's what they like. They don't want women who are as tall as they are.
You know what? That made me upset, but it's cool. It's cool. I got over it. But in high school, 13-year-old, 14, 15-year-old Chelsea, bruh, she was ready to drop elbow some of these girls. Like, you not even 5'5" in heels, bruh. You just out here wasting his height. Just wasting it. Watch you 5 foot little munchkin need to go get you a 5'7" king out here. All right? He's still gonna be 7 inches taller than your ass. I digress. Yeah.
So
got me out here, got my wig looking all stressed.
Don't blame that on me. That is not my fault.
You the one who can't let it go. All I said, I was talking about me and my problems. And I just said that I wish I could soak. And then you brought it up and be like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And now it's a problem. And I was just saying, I want to take a bath too. Because y'all out here.
Me that I needed to stand stool for the cups. So, see, that's why you coughing.
Ma'am, don't go there.
What?
Don't go there. But no. The thing is,
clear
I was
all that
scrolling.
shortness out your throat. Clear all that.
Ma'am, I'm not doing this with you.
Short bias out your
I
throat.
was just
Clear it out.
to figure out some ways to de-stress. And the girlies on the internet was like, ooh, you should soak in a bath with a bath bomb. And I was just like, how big are y'all baths? Because she's not doing it. She's not. So,
I mean, you know.
yeah. And then, honestly, it's okay. Because honestly, I feel like taking a bath is like so much work sometimes. Because you have to take a whole shower and then run the bath and then sit in it. And then I'm just kind of like, I could just stop at the shower. I really could. I could. So, I just take a shower and then go sit in the car with the heated seats because I have an electric vehicle, so I can just sit in the garage, in the privacy of my garage, and listen to the music real loud with the heated seats. And I'm not going to kill myself. So, it's great. I can just run the car with the garage door down.
Well, alrighty then.
Anyway, this is like an hour long. Do we need to wrap this up, Audrey?
I mean, we're getting ready to, but you know, I mean, it's my show. Don't tell me when to wrap it up. I wrap it up when I'm ready.
Who said that? You know, that sounds like the Aristocats. Did you see the Aristocats and the dogs at the end? He's like, I'm the leader. I'll say when we're done. We're done. You ain't never seen that? It's okay.
No.
The Aristocats is super old, so I know.
I mean, I remember the Aristocats, but I don't remember that.
Yeah,
but I don't be remembering movies like that. So.
Okay, yeah, it's the part when Edgar was dropping them off.
That's my husband's name.
Edgar was the butler in the Aristocats. And he was hot. He was heated. You know, as a child, I thought Edgar was the villain. As an adult, bruh, if I served this woman for 60 years and she was leaving her entire fortune to the cats, I'd get rid of them too. Yeah. Cats gotta go. The cats gotta go. We shipping them off to Timbuktu, all right? I'm with Edgar. And then they came back, and I was like, bruh, I'm with him. I'm taking the hoe in the barn. I'm chopping off some heads too. These little demon cats. I sent you to Timbuktu. How you get back here?
Because that's how cats be doing it. I haven't seen the movie in a long time. Now I need to go watch it.
It's hilarious as an adult because Edgar was just trying to make some bank. But no, there's a part where they're in the whatchamacallit, the cats are trying to come. He's trying to get rid of the cats in the middle of the night, and as he's got these squeaky shoes, and there's his dog in a wheelbarrow, and he was like, "Hey, you hear that?" He's like, "No, I'm trying to sleep." And the other dog was like, "I hear some squeaky shoes. They're size 13s with a hole in the left sole." And then you're just like, ain't no way this dog hear that. And the other dog is like, ain't no way you hear all that. You lying. Go back to sleep, man. And then Edgar shows up with the cats. And they end up chasing him around. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And then the dog is just like, at the end, the dog comes back at the end credits, and he was like, and the little dog is like, "Hey, that's the end of the show." And he was like, "I'm the leader. I'll say when we're done." I've seen this movie a lot. We had it on VHS. Yeah, I can tell you the whole plot. And there's a recipe for Edgar a la mode, which is what he feeds the little mouse who eats with the cats. And it's like this super, and it's poison for the rat basically, but that cat that's enjoying it, and there's a whole recipe for it, like how you have warm milk with a little bit of honey or molasses, and then you stir it up, and then you let it get room temperature, and you dip it in with like a sweet cracker or a cookie. It's amazing.
But why am I eat rat poison?
You leave out the rat poison, homie.
But I'm saying, why would I even be motivated to make something like that?
He picked. You know what? Go watch the movie. Just go watch the movie, okay? And then you can come talk to me about Edgar Allan Poe.
I watched that movie a long time ago, Chelsea.
It's a good movie. Everybody wants to be a cat, and they had a whole house party. They had a whole rave. You don't remember any of this? And then they got.
I don't remember movies like that. Chelsea.
It's super racist because they got the Siamese cat, and you know how it's like a Chinese cat, and he's playing the piano with chopsticks. And I loved Little Marie. Like the line is just like, "Ladies don't start fights, but they can finish them." That comes from Marie. Yeah, Little Marie. Oh, Marie. And she had to go and fall off the freaking truck while they was trying to make it back home. Held everybody up. And here comes Thomas O'Malley. O'Malley the alley cat. Man, I love this movie. I can tell you everything about it.
Clearly.
Yeah. Aristocats, Lion King 2.
Now, Lion King, I don't know about part 2, but Lion King, I can hang with you on. Like,
Aladdin,
because
Mulan.
I had to watch it so many times because my kids loved it. So.
It's an amazing movie. It's top tier, honestly.
Yeah.
I like Mulan too because I really as a grown woman just be like, hey, and I'm not gonna say it because it'll start playing it, but I'll be like, hey, play I'm gonna make a man out of you, and then it'll be like, do. Let's get down to business. And it just gives me so much motivation to like go about my day, like to defeat the Huns, you know.
She funny, y'all.
I'm serious. Me and my brother had a whole dance. Like we choreographed the whole dance to that song. It was great. It was great.
Stop.
I'm so serious. we were children, obviously, but it was a great bonding moment. Because he was obviously the leader because he's the oldest. He was like, okay, and when we get to this part, you're gonna be like, ha, and I'm like, ha. So yeah, I got a whole Disney playlist for a movie soundtrack playlist for when I need motivation. I got Stand Up from Harriet. I got Let's Get Down to Business from Mulan. I got Almost There from The Princess and the Frog. Almost there. Almost there. Yep.
Something.
Not her forgetting the words.
And we almost there.
There have been trials and tribulations, but I'm almost there.
Tell the people mama told you so. That's my favorite part of the whole song.
That ain't in that song.
That is in that song.
That's not in Almost There.
That's not in Almost There?
No.
Tell the people mama told you so. That's in one of them songs.
Not that one.
Well, whatever, Chelsea.
I'm just saying, I listen to this music frequently. It's like, you know, Daddy told me, which is like, dreams can come true. You just gotta work real hard. You can make them happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. And things are sure are going my way. Look out, world, I'm coming through. I'm coming through. I skipped a couple of lines, but yeah.
And she talking about me forgetting words.
At least I know the words. You said
don't
something. I got them out of order.
Words.
I got them out of order. You was like something.
That cuz. Whatever.
Not this argument about Disney movies. I'm just saying.
I'm just, whatever.
I like to listen to Moana too. I am Moana. Yeah.
Wait, it's not Moana?
Moana. It depends on which version of the song you listen to.
Oh, okay. All right. Well. Anyway, we are a little past an hour.
Sorry, y'all.
Sorry. We do not say sorry on this show.
Okay. I take my apology back. Rescind it.
So I got one good thing to sort of share. I'm not going to completely share it. I did apply. Well, might as well. whatever. So there's this American Black Film Festival, and they have a podcast competition.
I saw that.
Yeah. And I actually submitted a clip of you and I talking about We Are the Origin, because you have to submit a 5-minute clip. So I submitted a clip of you and I tee-hee-heeing and giggling about We Are the Origin. So we will see what happens with that. If I am one of the fortunate people that gets picked as a winner, then June 14th through the 18th, I will not be doing Black Indie Author Week because I will be in Miami. So we'll see what happens. So everybody's listening, prayers up, positive thoughts, because between the weeks, could use some more, exposure. I still would like to get my studio.
Yeah, because you do a live recording if you win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get to do a live recording of your show there at the. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I always read a book beforehand. I just have to improvise, I guess.
I mean, if it's in June, I could just send you the second book and you can read it ahead of time, and then I can come with you.
I mean, if you want to do that.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm down, homie.
Look at us making plans.
I mean, you and I in Florida together, we gonna shut the whole thing down.
I think my mama would let me go if I was going with you.
Your mama. What are we doing right now? What are we doing right now?
Yeah, my mama don't like me leaving states without telling her.
You're grown, ma'am.
I know it. I still gotta tell her when I'm leaving the state, though. Okay. I ain't that grown.
Okay, well, mama, we gonna go to Florida together, so just get ready.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Nah, I'm gonna have to take bid if we're going to Florida, because you know how I feel about Florida.
What is wrong with Florida?
Oh, I ain't told you about Florida? I'll tell you when we get off camera.
Okay, Lord. I mean, other than the obvious, it's the whole stand your ground state and all that nonsense. But,
I mean, they outlawing books right now?
Yeah, true. I mean, like I said, other than the obvious,
I mean, like, I remember when they was like, they doing something and Disney is about to pull Disney World out of Florida.
Girl, why are they? And I was just why are they tripping over the Proud Family doing the song about slaves built this country? I saw the whole snippet, and folks is mad at Disney because they're like, this is anti-white propaganda. Like, it's the truth. But
did you say anti-white propaganda?
That's what somebody was saying. This is anti-white propaganda because it was a song on the Proud Family. They were like, slaves built this country. I was like jamming to it because they showed the whole little snippet. I was like, oh, and young black children are watching this and getting, self-esteem from this. Of course, they gonna call it anti-white propaganda. Yeah.
You ain't got books, but you think you can spell propaganda. That would have been my response. Spell propaganda. You can't because you ain't got no books in Florida. The alligators ate them, apparently. Like, what? Anti-white propaganda. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
They be coming up with some stuff.
So
I mean, so other than those things, we'll be in Florida.
Yep.
Reading black books.
If we don't get arrested for having propaganda.
I mean, I know all my listeners out there, y'all just get your put some coins together for bail money.
Come get me first.
What? Excuse me. Rescue us together, heifer. Why is talking about come get you first, and then you gonna leave my ass in there?
No,
right?
I'm gonna come get you. One of us gotta get out first to get the other one to make sure they're handling business.
No, ma'am. They will get us out together. We in this together. Yeah. We go into jail together. We coming out together. They take your ass out. I'm holding on to your leg, and you dragging me out along with you, or we both staying in jail. That's all there is to it.
I'm gonna need you to be true black person. If I say run, we running. All right,
we running. But you ain't going nowhere. You ain't leaving my little ass in that cell to deal with all them tall people. No, ma'am. Not happening. No. Because you know full well I'd be hiding behind you. I'm not trying to...
Not using me as a body shield. See, I'm dead. I'm done.
You can kick. So, you can kick people...
Who told you I can fight?
You can kick people in the face.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I?
You kick. It's very simple.
Hey, Benjamin, you hear this? She said I can kick people in the face.
I'm just saying, for anybody out there, you need to bring enough bail money for me and Chelsea because she ain't going out first. We going out together. We staying united on this front.
Ooh, I told you I'm too cute to go to jail. Don't send me to jail. Because when I get out, I'm gonna burn it down. I'm burning everything down.
Nobody's jail either. My body is precious.
I'm telling you, like, I will say this about me: if you get me, you better make sure I stay down. Because if I get up, I'm burning everything to the ground.
That's what
everything will burn. I'm an arsonist. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I tell people all the time. People be messing with me if I'm short. I'm like, I'm telling you what, you better make sure I'm down for good if you try and take me down.
You better make sure I'm having that final talk with Jesus.
Yep. Because if I get back up.
Whew. Anyway. All
right. It's been an hour and 9 minutes, y'all. This has been Rants and Rambles February 2023. Woo. March is tomorrow. Now, I'm saying this, of course, March is
in
not
the future.
Tomorrow, but by the time we air this, March will be tomorrow. So, new month, new strategies, a new day to get it together.
New Rant and Ramble coming up in a couple of weeks.
New Rant and Ramble coming up in a couple of weeks. So, don't play with your life, because time is going by like that. So, until next time, y'all, you know what to do. Grab a book and read. And I'm out. Thank you for lending me your ear today. If you've enjoyed this independent podcast, you can help me continue to shine the light on Black authors and their stories by becoming a patron at patreon.com/betweenthereads or by giving a one-time gift at www.ko-fi.com/betweenthereadspodcast. That's ko-fi.com/betweenthereadspodcast. Tune in next time for another great episode.